Welcome to another edition of the show From WrestleMania to the Streets. The untold story of Daniel Bryan's struggle. What if I told you the story of Daniel Bryan, the American Dragon, the yes man, wasn't always living the dream? We all know him as the four-time WWE Champion, the underdog who defied the odds. But what if I told you there was a chapter in his life, a dark period, where even Bryan Danielson tasted the bitter fruit of homelessness? Please, before we continue, do not forget to like and subscribe. Before the bright lights of WrestleMania, before the roar of the crowd, Bryan Danielson was just a young man with a dream. He wrestled on the independent circuit, traveling from town to town, sleeping on friends' couches or sometimes in his car. The money was scarce, the competition fierce. This wasn't the glamorous world of WWE. This was the harsh reality of chasing a dream with nothing but heart and determination. Then came the break, a chance to prove himself in NXT, the developmental territory of WWE. He dominated there, capturing the NXT championship. The fans loved him, his in-ring skills were undeniable. The call-up to the main roster felt inevitable, but the road to the top is rarely smooth. Despite his popularity with the fans, management didn't seem to see the same potential. He was booked in forgettable matches, lost momentum, and the frustration started to build. This frustration boiled over in what would become one of the most iconic moments of his career: the Occupy Raw protest. Bryan channeled the real-life Occupy Wall Street movement, voicing the grievances of the fans, of himself, against the corporate machine that was WWE. It was a gamble, a defiant act that could have ended his career. But it resonated with the fans. The yes chants grew louder, the movement gained traction. Management couldn't ignore it anymore. And then came WrestleMania 30, the culmination of years of struggle, the ultimate underdog story. Bryan, against all odds, defied the authority figures, defeated Batista and Triple H in the same night, and walked out as WWE Champion. The roar of the crowd, the outpouring of emotion, it was a moment etched in wrestling history. But what happens after the confetti settles, after the championship reigns, and after the cheers fade? This is where our story takes a turn. Because even for Daniel Bryan, the champion, the hero, life can take unexpected detours. Injuries, they are a wrestler's worst nightmare. And for Bryan, they became a cruel reality. A series of concussions forced him to step away from the ring. The career he had built, sacrificed everything for, was put on hold. The news hit the wrestling world like a bombshell. Daniel Bryan, the yes man, was forced to retire. The outpouring of support was immense, but for Bryan, it couldn't mask the fear, the uncertainty. What now? His savings dwindled during his time away from wrestling. The life he had built, the house, the financial security, it all started to crumble. His relationship with Brie Bella, his wife, became strained. The pressure mounted, and a series of bad investments wiped out what little remained. They lost their home. Bryan, the once celebrated champion,